Todd never complains, right?
Right.
Right. That's why we always give him a couple of minutes to complain about something.
You're quasi-evil. You're semi-evil. You're the margarine of evil. You're the Diet Coke of evil. Just 1 calorie, not evil enough.
Hey, look, he can't always be happy. It's time for Todd's Daily Complaint.
By the pound, Zach, every show I'm on is quite heavy.
Hashtag 1,000 pounds of hot air.
1,000 pounds of hot air. Even though you're dropping pounds like
Well, I put some on.
like Jerry Ramsey drops wrestling references.
I fell off the wagon last weekend, not gonna lie. And there's a chance it happens
Tournament
again.
weekend, yeah, it's happening.
It's March.
It's happening.
It's understood. March is not a good month.
Right.
But anyway,
Speaking of March, like you, Zach, I grew up thinking that nothing went wrong in March, that it was the most magical month of the year. You got spring break, you got conference tournaments, you got state tournaments in high school, my birthday's in March, St. Patrick's Day is one of my favorite holidays, an excuse to play Irish music for a day, and of course, you've got March Madness and the NCAA tournaments. It was the greatest month of the year. It was a tournament where nothing could be wrong. Even if your team didn't win, it was still madness. It was still fun to watch. And now what's the NCAA doing? It used to be, Zach, the one thing the NCAA didn't screw up. And now they're screwing it up.
what are you talking about?
First of all, 68 teams, get out of here with that crap. 64 teams is what it needs to be at and stay at.
I agree. I mean, I understand that, but I am going to fight the other side on it.
So there are 4 more conferences?
No.
Is that why there's 68
4 more
teams?
at large.
They've added 4 at-larges?
Yes.
Thought they added more conferences. That's why there were more
there
teams.
might be an extra conference or 2.
Yeah.
But they...
Who cares? You really think that
Is
people...
it 4 extra conferences?
You really think people are going to be upset that they didn't get to see Dayton and Boise or BYU and Ole Miss? Great game last night, but who gives a rat's ass about those teams? They shouldn't be in. It should be 64 teams, and we should be starting on Thursday.
So VCU should not have been in the Final Four 4 years ago.
They shouldn't have been in a play-in game. If they were the team in that play-in game, they didn't do enough to make it in my opinion. So that's number 1. Number 2, as you mentioned earlier this morning, stealing my thunder, why do they call it the first 4? Well, because there's 4 games being played. Well, you know what? We already have the Final 4.
Not
and we
4
don't call
games
it,
there.
Yeah, we don't call it the Final 4 because there's 4 games being played. We call it the Final 4 because there's 4 teams in it. So either A, this is the first 8, or B, it's the final 3 that we're going to play in April when we play 3 games at the semifinal and final location. That's my second complaint. My third complaint, and this has been complained about every year.
Trio today.
Don't give me this BS about these are first round games. These aren't first round games. The first round starts on Thursday.
No, I hear you.
Or Friday, depending on what region or what pod you're in. The first round does not start on Tuesday with Hampton and flippin' Manhattan. It sounds like the first round of the MEAC tournament or something. It's not an NCAA tournament game. It's a play-in game. Yeah, the NCAA puts it on, and I guess technically it is a tournament because the winner moves forward, but stop calling it a first round game.
All right. So then if you win in that round, does it count as a tournament win?
No.
Oh, see, now you can't do that. No, you can't do that.
You can't say to me, oh, well, look at Hampton. They got their first ever NCAA tournament win. They played Manhattan. Now, I know that's not their first ever, but you know what I'm saying. Your first ever win at a school like Hampton should never be over Manhattan. It should be over a good team that you upset, and then it means something. That's my daily complaint. Get it right, NCAA. Screwing everything up. Baker Mayfield, you screwed up. Dorial Green Beckham, you screwed up. And now the NCAA tournament. Thanks a lot, Mark Emmert. That's going to be my new thanks, Obama. Thanks a lot, Emmert.
The first one, I got a problem with.
64 teams.
I agree. See, you've got the logic brain like me. 64 is just, that's right. 64 is nice and it's symmetrical and, 32 on each side, 16 in each region. It all works. Feels good. And I get that. Because I'm much the same way. However, you kind of like this extra basketball. Like, we can all agree. Like, I understand it waters down the regular season. The more teams you put in the tournament, the more it waters down the regular season. I get it.
Zach, I liked the
March
BYU
Madness.
Ole Miss game. I liked it all right.
Yeah, you wouldn't have got that.
You know what I watched instead of Hampton, Manhattan? The NIT.
Okay.
Because those teams are better
Okay.
than Hampton and Manhattan.
Yeah, but not those other ones.
They should be playing. And one of those
Not
teams,
those other ones.
Hampton or Manhattan, which is worse than every NIT team that played last night.
I got it. I understand.
One of those teams now in their press
Yeah,
guide
but
it
what
says we have one tournament win.
But what about-
and that's crap.
But what about those at-large teams?
That's crap. Those at-large teams, if they're that bad that they have to play their way in,
Yeah, I know, but
they shouldn't be in anyway.
But you like more basketball, Todd. Just like
Shouldn't be in
these
anyway.
teams are better than NIT teams.
Nice round, even number.
You should like it the other way.
It's too bad that Mark Emmert doesn't run the NBA because he'd probably make the playoffs 9 teams. And then the Thunder and Pelicans would be the first round of the playoffs. Be stupid to make it 9 teams, just like it was to make it 68. And it'd be stupid to call that a first round game
Get more
because it'd be a
basketball.
play-in.
Everybody says, it's like saying, you put way too much sugar in that cupcake. Well, you're still going to eat the cupcake. Well, yeah, but that is not healthy. Like, get out of here. You're still going to do it. You're still going to watch. You're still going to enjoy. So you, Todd, and all your little minions who agree with you on that 64-68 thing, you all can, all in concert, get the bleep out of here. Just get right out.
As mentioned, I didn't watch last night in the first game.
You watched the other one?
I did watch the other one,
Okay,
yes.
then that counts too. So you watched the last 2 at-large teams
It was an entertaining game.
that wouldn't have got in previous years.
You know where they would have been playing? In the NIT, and I still would have watched it.
Yeah, but now you get to watch one of them again in the NCAA tournament.
And they don't deserve to be there. That's my point.